Do you find that most of the people that go back and do the soul regression and work with their inner child have a lot of similarities? Like a lot of the issues for our inner children as a species are very common patterns
Very
and stuff.
common.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Like
very
what?
good point. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy.
Mm,
Abandonment is a big one. The
yeah.
illusion of separation has got to be the biggest root of pain.
Okay, tell us about illusion. How is it an illusion if you really were like left alone or abandoned?
Illusion of separation started way before that. So the illusion of separation is the separation from source, like
Mm-hmm.
that fall from grace. And that was one of mine too. Even after years of working with my inner child, I still felt this angst in me. And I was like, what is this about? And I remember meditating early one morning and by myself on the beach. And I heard, you feel like you upset the gods and you got sent here as a punishment. And I just started bawling. And I was like, there it is. This is way deeper than healing my mom and dad stories or my family
Mm,
lines. This goes back to feeling separate from source. And that is a big program within many religions. So you have to go through this priest,
mm-hmm.
this um, other
Ritual.
facility or facilitator to connect with God. And that's not true. I mean, I even have clients that have followed gurus. And I was like, so how does that work? You have to go through the guru to get to God? They're like, yeah. I said, so like a priest. I was like, And I could hear Source laughing in the background, like, no. Source came through my client during hypnosis and said, you could talk to a rock, a stick, the air. Source is everywhere. There's nothing that is separate. There's no separation. And you can't possibly do anything that source would not love you. Source
Mm,
is unconditional love. And so healing those programs or those distorted um, belief systems that have been passed down again through lineage, through ancestry, through lifetimes, and returning that divinity to those aspects of your inner child, which is also you, and clearing those illusions of separation. And that illusion of separation also creates suffering within our own relationships. And as I mentioned, when they said other versions of you that will come to you and seek you out, I didn't understand back then what that meant 10 years ago. And it's true. I meet every version of me in my sessions, and there is a common theme. Those would be the main ones. The
mm-hmm.
illusion of separation is the biggest wound. And also, when we hit that age, somewhere around 8, 9, 10 seems to be the average with all of my clients. Around that point when it was no longer safe for us to be little kids and we stopped
Mm,
being innocent. We left that little boy or that little girl behind and we're like, oh, got to pull my big pants on now. This is how we fit in. This is how we belong. This is how we get our needs met. This is how we survive. And just separating from that part of ourselves creates separation anxiety. Remember, this is the micro and the macro. So you are God,
mm-hmm.
goddess to your inner child. And we think we, you know, fell from grace or separated from the divine. That that is with us since we were little. And then, not to mention, like I said, other lifetimes, which I do get into and clear those as well. When you vowed to serve God, but you had God outside of you. It's like the divine's within, no different than the air you breathe. It's not separate from you until it goes into your nostrils. It's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all connected.